Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a very special announcement for you, so stay tuned. So it is time for another round of Seasonathon. Yay! This time we have our Summertime Reads Readathon, and I am so excited for this. It will run the entire month of July. Awesome. We have a ton of amazing prompts that I cannot wait to share with you. I also have my two fabulous co-hosts. We have Clint from Reads Readers and Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Me back with us again for an amazing readathon. We've worked very hard and we have lined up some spectacular things for you. One of which is something very different from what we have done in the past. And I'll give you a little sneak peek at what is to come later in this video, but we actually have two group books to choose from this year. Yay! Not just one. You can choose to read one or both if you like, but also we're not going to have just one live show with the author. We're going to have two separate live shows. We're also going to have two separate after hours. And I am so excited and so ready for this. You can choose to do either one. You can choose to do both of them. You can choose to come and just hang out at the live shows with the authors and ask them questions, or just come to the after hours live show and hang out with us and get silly. Those are always a lot of fun. So let's just get into what everybody is here to see. I'm so excited. We are very proud of our prompts that we've come up with this time. We're very proud of just everything that we have planned for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the prompts. So last year we decided to do our Summertime Reads Readathon for the month of July, and we decided to do the same thing this year, but by doing that we're missing Pride Month, and we really wanted to include something with that. And we think, why celebrate just 1 month out of the year? Show your pride every month. So for prompt number 1, we have Continued Pride. Read a book with an LGBTQ main character. So some examples might be Cinderella is Dead by Kaylani. This is a sapphic, kind of a fairy tale retelling. Fabulous. I highly recommend it. Another great option is graphic novels such as Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This follows an out gay boy and another boy who is realizing that maybe he has feelings for this boy, and he's never had feelings for a boy before. Okay, now on to prompt number 2. This is the tough one here. Prompt number 2 is summer job. We all gotta have them. For summer job, that is to read a book over 400 pages. So some examples might be Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, or The Silent Corner by Dean Koontz, or A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, or probably any of the ACOTAR books, because I'm pretty sure they all are over 400 pages. But yes, anything over 400 pages counts. So after you've been working hard, you deserve a break. So for prompt number 3, Lazy Days at the Beach, read a beach read. This is very open to interpretation. And for this, you could really just read anything that you could see yourself sitting and reading at a beach. If you like thrillers and you can see yourself sitting at a beach reading a thriller, read a thriller. If you could see yourself sitting at a beach reading a contemporary, read a contemporary. Or a fantasy, or whatever you want. It's very open to interpretation. You could even choose a book that has like a beach scene on the cover or something like that. Or a book that has beach somewhere in the title. And while you're at the beach, prompt number 4, get a tan. Read something that's gonna make you hot. Now again, this can be very open to interpretation as well. My go-to thought of read something that makes you hot is gonna be an erotic novel such as Dignity by J. Crownover. Something that's gonna be a little steamy. But you could also choose to read something that makes you angry, like you're getting hot under the collar, such as The Boys in Moxie, the problem ones, that is. Get you angry, that can count as something that gets you hot. Another thing that could count is maybe if you wanted to do something like a thriller or a horror or something that's gonna like get your heart racing and make you sweat. You could count that even if you like. So after we have had our summer job, we've had our time at the beach and gotten a tan, now we're looking fresh and fabulous, and we are ready for prompt number 5, travel abroad. Read a book set in a country other than your own. So a couple of options might be Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. This is set in Tuscany, Italy, and also a great book. Another fantastic option is House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. You may have heard this name before because she was our last group book author when we read A Semi-Definitive List of Worst Nightmares, and so good. But this is set in London. Also super creepy, lots of fun. I really enjoyed it. And then for prompt number 6, we have Off to Summer Camp. Read a book with an outdoor setting. Now this could be a book that actually involves summer camp, such as, drumroll please, by Lisa Jen Bigelow. Or it can be something involving hiking or camping or just being at the lake, things like that. Something that's outdoors, such as Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. They're camping, they're hiking, that kind of thing. They're stargazing. And who doesn't like getting together and having some food? So for prompt number 7, Backyard BBQ, read a book with food on the cover. Some examples might be The Sweet Spot by Heather Hayford. You see here in his basket he has a bunch of grapes. Another option might be Well Met by Jen DeLuca. You're like, what? There's no food on that cover. Oh, but there is. If you look right here, there is like a turkey leg right there. And that totally counts, even an illustrated one. Or you could pick a book that has like food in the title, such as Apple and Rain, or The Grapes of Wrath, or Pumpkin Spice Murder, or whatever. Anything that's got food in the title, like in the title, any kind of food. And you'll see a good example of thinking outside the box with our next prompt, which is Summertime Sunsets. Read a book with red, orange, and or yellow on the cover. So an example of a book with red on the cover would be Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. So we're fine with people doubling up, tripling up, quadrupling up if they want to on prompts. This is all about reading and having a good time. And when I mentioned thinking outside the box, a book with food on the cover, you could even use this. Now, I know there's no pictures of food on the cover, but there is Amanda Foody. Another example of a book with red, orange, and or yellow on the cover would be Granted by John David Anderson. This is a middle grade, and if you look at this leaf and at the stars all around, they are yellow and orange. Or if you're looking for a book that has all three, an example might be Heavy Vinyl graphic novel. Here there's red, yellow, and right here there's some orange. So this would work. And after the sun has gone down, what better way to spend the evening than prompt number 9, late night fireworks. Read a book that you're excited about. This could be a book that you like pre-ordered and it just came in. It could be a book that just came out, or a book that your library just acquired, or it could be like a book that's just been sitting on your shelf and you haven't had a really good reason to read it, but you really, really want to and you're very excited to. That works. Anything you're excited to read. And of course, we're not going to leave out a highlight of quite a few people's summers. That is prompt number 10, Summer Fling. Read a short and sweet book under 200 pages. So an example of that might be Demigods and Magicians by Rick Riordan, or perhaps any novella of, also there's some rather short books like the Wayward Children series. Those are all really short. I'm not sure if they're under 200 pages, but that would probably be a really good choice. Another example would be a graphic novel. Most of those typically are less than 200 pages. And for prompt number 11, we have a very special prompt, and that is in honor of Kaylani's 24th birthday. Join us for a 24 in 48 on July 17th through 18th with live reading sprints on, I think, each of our channels. I think we're all three going to be doing some live reading sprints throughout, and we will keep the times for all of the live reading sprints posted on our Twitter account, which is, I haven't mentioned that yet, at Seasonathon, so definitely go and follow us there. And yeah, any live reading sprints will post there. So yeah, we're gonna have a readathon inside of our readathon. I think that's great. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I personally suggested we try to find a way to be live throughout that entire weekend, but I just don't know that we're going to. But we are going to do probably quite a few live reading sprints during that time. And then last but certainly not least, prompt number 12. Sorry if there was an angle change, but my SD card literally filled up right before I started talking about prompt number 12. So, last but certainly not least, prompt number 12, the end of summer beach bonfire. Read the group book, or in this case, pick one or both of the group books to read, and then join us for one of the live shows, or all of the live shows if you want. So, as I mentioned before, we will have 2 books, we will have 2 live shows, and we will have authors, and it's going to be amazing. And okay. So, for the first option, we have Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis, and we will be doing a live show with her on July 24th at 3 p.m. Eastern time here on my channel. And then later that evening at 8 p.m. Eastern time, we will be having our After Hours live show. So if this is your jam, please join us. It's gonna be a great time. I know that this is one of Kaylani's favorite books, so I'm really excited to get into this. So yay, we'll be having this one on the 24th. And then, if that's not your jam, we've got something that's gonna make you so emotional. I mean, most of our group books have had some kind of thing that's gonna make you cry, and this next book is one that is one of Clint's favorite books, and he apologizes ahead of time for any tears that you may shed while reading this book. But our other option is The Serpent King by Jeff Zittner, and I'm very, very excited to read this. I am so excited to interview him, and we will be having that live show on Saturday, July 31st here on my channel at 3 p.m. Eastern time as well, followed by the After Hours live show at 8 p.m. on my channel. Now, for the 24th, we will have me, Clint, and Kaylani for the live show, but unfortunately on the 31st, it will just be Clint and I, because Kaylani will be on a plane and won't be able to attend. So we may not have her for the After Hours. I'm not sure at this point. Future editing me here with a breaking news announcement. Because she loves The Serpent King so much, Julie from Pages and Pens has agreed to join us for the live show on the 31st with Jeff to kind of step in for Kaylani and discuss the book with all of you as well as Jeff himself. So yay, that's going to be an awesome treat, and I'm so happy to have her join us for at least this part of the readathon. But either way, we're going to have an amazing time both times, whether you choose to read Where Dreams Descend, or you choose to read The Serpent King, or you choose to read both. I personally plan on trying to read both. And also, let me see. I know that The Serpent King will work for our first prompt, which is Continued Pride. You could also count this as a beach read. This definitely could count for something that makes you hot, but not necessarily in the steamy way. If you're excited to read this, this could count for that prompt. You could use this for the 24 and 48 hour readathon. And then, yeah, so you could count this for several prompts. Where Dreams Descend could count as summer job because it has 447 pages. So this would count for that. This could also count as your beach read. I don't know if this is one that could count for making you hot, but you know what? To each their own. If circuses, magic, that makes you hot, you can count this. There is red on the cover, and I guess you could count this gold as yellow. And yeah, so this could count for summertime sunsets. It could also count for a book you're excited about. You could also use this for the 24 and 48 hour readathon. And then of course the group book. So again, this could also complete several challenges. So I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you're excited. I hope you're already going through your books and figuring out what you want to read. And please tag us if you do make any videos or you do any posts on Instagram or Twitter. Please tag us, or tag Seasonathon if it's on Twitter, so we can share it and see it and celebrate with you, like your TBRs or how your reading goes throughout the readathon. We work very hard on this to make this as special as possible for you guys, and I really hope that you enjoy it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!